Hello, 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 everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. How's everyone doing? Hope some of you caught the lunchtime live stream. I talked about the potential for the snapback move, and we definitely got that. Looks like they pinned the 3900s also. So that was a very, again, low liquidity. When the liquidity is this low, the markets can just get moved rapidly. So, pretty mixed. The Tesla even bounced back, but it's still down 6%. Everything else, mega caps, Amazon up slightly, Google down slightly, Apple, and they mean a lot neutral. You had healthcare, really moving it around. Some of the banks uh, took a little hit. The payment processors, Visa, MasterCard, decent. Oil, nice little rally in some of your oil majors. Other than that, that is about it. We will take a look at the rest of the stuff on a Sunday. If you missed the other live stream, by the way, again, here's the response I got from YouTube. We need to make changes due to the video doesn't violate our spam deceptive practices and scams policy. So I guess they consider me a scam deceptive practicing when I'm not even really selling anything, and or just who knows. Well, literally, you can have channels that pump stuff all the day, just tell people to literally buy the dip on every move, and that's fine. But you literally have a legitimate trading and investing channel, and that could be a friggin' scam. Well, good BS. Please come back. I want to really pump this channel out there. I need everyone to leave a friggin' comment, okay? On every video. Please take the 30 seconds. This stuff is given away for free. It takes 30 seconds to literally thumbs the video and put a comment in there. Even if you say, hi, Mike. Even if you say you're an idiot. I don't care what you say. I just want to get the... I am really pissed right now, all right? So if you're watching this also on recording, please do. It doesn't take long. Hey, Davey, nice reversal. We will test strength. Yeah, I'm watching for the bottom now. This is pretty significant bottoming. We'll take a look at this. Talking about short covering. Well, the shorts from today we're covering. This wasn't a short covering rally. Stuff was already been covered the last few days, but this was the shorts from earlier in the day from the sell-off covering in the close, like I talked about at lunch. Generally when you get that kind of move, especially on a Friday and expiration day, you're going to get that bounce back. Not a lot of people are going to go home short, especially with this many weeks down, and especially in this market environment. We're glad to let them know that Wavy is now bullish with a multi-day rally commencing on Monday. Yes, I'm pretty much in the same boat, and I'll tell you what I'm watching. Also, by the way, before I get to any more comments, if you are new here and you want to know when I do the live streams, like today, I came on at lunch just because we were down, and I said watch for that snap back this afternoon, and it really snapped back. You got to subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified at least, and also if you can join Discord, because I put it in there that was going live also. Let's see now. Hey, Waka Waka, killed it. Glad you killed it. Wish I took shorts today. You know what? If you didn't, it doesn't matter. There'll be setups next week. Hey, Amit, Mike, and crew, sat on hands. Sometimes it's best to sit on your hands, Ken. There's always another trade. Everybody, do not worry about missing a trade. All right, there's always another trade. There's always another trade. Keep that in mind. A missed trade is a break-even trade in our books. We're good in moves in hours that took days in previous years. With the liquidity, I'm telling you, that's why I wanted to come on at lunch and tell people how low the liquidity was, because you can get the market just moving like this. There's literally, it's so thin. Even medium-sized orders are pushing stuff in the futures pretty drastically. My first Tesla short today, 7:15. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the Tesla short club. Now it can rally with the market, but we got all this stuff going on. I think the tides are definitely turning with the way he's running to his last bastion of hope to try to to try to drum up. So maybe I can fool some more people, but overall, I think things are going to start turning. By the way, there's that documentary coming out on FX tonight and Hulu tomorrow. And I haven't seen it yet because it's not out yet. I'm just going to watch it because I'm, full self-driving, and I'm not bashing anything with this. The company's overvalued from a lot of standpoints. So that's my perspective, and I could go on if you want to have private conversations with other stuff. But that's what you got to still trade off the valuations, and things could turn, and he rode things up, and we might have a long way down. I've been bearish for a long time, but you got to still, for next week, we might have rallies. It can still get pops. You got to watch for the reversal patterns, and then if you want to try to trade against the trend in the short term, just as with the markets, we could get long term. They're still bearish. Long term, S&P, NASDAQ, not talking about Tesla right now. Dow still in full-blown bearish mode. This was not a capitulation move either. Was watching to see if we would get a capitulation move. It was not. There are some stuff I follow that this was not a capitulation move. So this was not a capitulation bottom, which could be a major bottom. This wasn't it. This is a potential minor bottom to medium-term bottom. Yeah, we got monkeypox news. Yay, monkeypox. Yay. It's always going to be something. This seems like for the last, there's always going to be something. Until this crap clears up, it's going to be the next crap storm every time we turn the corner. Was a great day. Elliott Wave said dump and it dumped. Glad your Elliott said dump and it dumped. They think you are a pump and dump channel. Oh, well, what am I pumping and dumping? Tell me what I'm pumping and dumping, Wavy. Huh? Tell me what I'm pumping and dumping. U2 was crooked. No, they said it was turned over to a special department. I can't even still appeal it. They said to make some changes, see if it would go for appeal. I can still appeal it. It's a complete friggin' joke. I want to know what I pump on this channel. I don't even... From a donation channel? What the hell? I think it's the title. I changed the title. Leave comments if you want to keep seeing streams simple. Yeah. Otherwise, I will take this private, and the people who really want the information can, I'll have to figure out how to do that, and it'll cost some money, because once I take it private, it'll cost some money. But I'd rather keep it public and free for all. That's my thing. I'm trying to help as many people as possible, and I'm trying to make an environment where we can all talk and have active traders and investors that are about legitimate trading stuff, not about pumps and dumps, and not about just keep buying the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the damn dip. Oh, crap, I got a margin call. What does that mean? I mean, I got a margin call on Tesla. What does that mean? If you have to ask what a margin call is, you shouldn't be that heavy into a stock. Oh, what does a margin call mean? Well, you should have known that before you put everything into one stock or in anything. I don't care what the stock is. I just happen to meant Tesla but it could be diamond hands with anything, or AMC or GME. It could be a regular stock. It could be Netflix. You wrote it all the way down. Don't put everything in one stock. Learn money management. Learn position sizing. Learn risk management. And learn when to get out of something and not bury your damn account. So you can come back and trade. And it's like Ken. What? Hold on. Ken said another. I said this morning that a 700 holding Tesla would fall straight to low 600s. Wish I shorted. Ken, you missed the trade. It doesn't matter. Maybe you were busy. Maybe something else was coming up. Maybe it just wasn't your day to take that trade. It doesn't matter. A missed trade is a break-even trade. There'll be plenty of opportunities. Trust me. In whatever stock or whatever index or whatever futures. I've missed plenty of trades. I've missed hundreds of trades. It doesn't matter. Don't chase things. And if you miss it, you miss it. Thank you, Amit. Thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate the people who donate to this channel. That's why I keep doing this. It's literally, I was so mad today. Mike Crew, thank you for creating a great environment for us to become better investors and traders. Love this group. Well, thank you. That's the goal. Yeah, it was an interesting day, Rems to Fall. Yeah, that snapback was big here. I mean, speaking of the snapback, we did get a double bottom. Hope some of you saw it. This, qualified right here. Nice, strong reversals. Put on the harmonics. We broke through to 50 to 62.5. We did spike to the 75, which makes it a valid double, a valid potential double. Confirmed, triggered, and I went with the aggressive targets. I'll tell you why I went with the aggressive targets. Because I also have I'm going to change the color on this. All right, you see the blue lines? You see where this 50 is? This blue line 50? So I put on it from this early morning highs to the lows. Look where the 50 was. That's why I use the aggressive targets, because the target moved right up there. Then my target area was right in here, and we essentially pinned the 3900s. Anything within 10 points of 3900 on the futures is a pin. Because now what do you do? What do you do with your options? Do you exercise or not exercise? Calls, I would be exercising. If I had to make that choice, I'd be exercising calls, let the puts go. If I held them into, but that's why I used the aggressive targets. I just wanted to point that out because the target lined up right with that 50, and then we got some pretty strong momentum. Little snapback, momentum, and you just got to go with it at the end of the day. And we're back into an advanced clear path move right there. And you can see it. You can see the 1 hour, a full clear path move, a 4 hour, boom, boom. Now, the bigger question is, let's take a look, and we can cover this more on Sunday. But I still have an aggressive buy above Thursday's high for a short-term pop. And the longer-term pop, in case you're wondering, this double is, or I should say potential double, because it's not even confirmed yet, is still in play. So could a short-term pop turn into a medium-term pop? Yes, it could. And theoretically, we could get back to the 4280, 4300 level. Are we there yet? Am I making that call? No, because this hasn't triggered. We just have a potential short-term buy, what would the short-term, let me take off these little levels. On the short-term buy, it's right above the 52. If I zoom in here, we got right above here. It's pretty much right above the 50, 62.5 stop raise. That would be the target to raise the stop. You got to close above that. You're going to ride it up to this area right in here. Again, educational purposes only. It triggers the double pattern. You can either ride it up higher, or if you took some off in here, you add it back on and then ride the double pattern. And I'll let you know if this invalidates, but it is a setup right there in case you can't join me on Sunday. NASDAQ, pretty much the same thing. Same setup here. Little momentum off the bottom into a 15-minute advanced clear path move. Momentum bar taking it back up. Yes, this went to the 75. Into here, hitting all three targets, then going back just above between the 50, which is right here on my pointer, and the 62.5. So there you go on the NASDAQ. The potential double on the NASDAQ is also still in place. The aggressive buy above Thursday's high is still in place. Pretty much the same game plan. You get above there and above the 50. You target 62.5 for stop reduction. Close above there. Then you're targeting this key area up here, about 12,482 to 12,600. Again, educational purposes only. Can't give you specific trading advice. Just trying to help you learn potential moves and how to spot them. Also, you see here lower low in the NASDAQ. higher low in the RSI, so you also have a divergence pattern. Now, just because you get multiple things setting up, they do not amplify the odds, which they actually can't. I've even tested stuff, and it doesn't change the odds that much, but you can't just say I have a 60% system and a 70% system, so I'm going to pretend it's like a 130%. They're not additive. If you test them together and it works out with slightly different percentages, you can trade it that way. When I've done a lot of testing and with different systems, it's too hit or miss. You're better to just go with the higher percentage odds on whatever one you're following. By the way, even the first targets on these doubles, look at this, just takes it back to the weekly rotation zone. That's how overextended. Cycles are at the bottom, RSI pinned at the bottom. Let me jump back to the S&P on the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks down. Cycles pinned, this pinned. Even the first target just takes it into the weekly rotation zone. The Dow, same setup with this double in the afternoon. Don't even have to go over that one. By the way, the double, what's interesting, the double on the Dow is not in play. Double on the Dow is not in play anymore. So this, you can't trade any doubles on the Dow. All right. No doubles on the Dow. Can't double down on the Dow. There is still an aggressive buy above Thursday's high, though. What does that mean? Since there's no doubles, if it does break above this point, then the first target would really be between the 50 and the 62.5. With the end of some of these moves in here, I'd fine tune it. And then you get a close above the 62.5. Then again, you're instead of using the double targets, you're targeting 87 to 100% in here. I don't feel like going over to Russell much, but it does have, this is a potential double. Because first and second targets are in here, are within the move that started it pretty much. Crude held up very nicely, even with the selling pressure. This is nice rotation up out of the rotation zone. I'm really focused next week for a return to these channel highs and possibly the long-term trigger. Let's see. Gold and silver we'll go over on the weekend. Notes. Coming back down to test. Key resistance becoming support again. Rising rotation zone flag pattern. I'm watching for the follow through, and the probabilities are pretty solid that we're in for at least a medium term bottom. Dollar index, even with a little bounce back today, watching for the sell off to continue next week in the dollar index. Just a little bounce back into the 4-hour rotation zone, trying to rotate lower. Not even getting back to kiss the neckline goodbye. Getting back to kiss this little support becoming resistance goodbye, but not enough to even kiss the neckline goodbye. I'm expecting the next week to easily test 102.38. VIX, big reversal move back down. So again, could never really get above on the longer term basis to 62.5. I'm watching for a retest of the lows next week at this point. And that is about it. Let's see. Tesla. Hey, Paul. Welcome. Glad you are here. Tesla was ugly all day. We're going to keep seeing Tesla in the news more and more, even separate from the Twitter stuff. Now there's a lot of damage done from a technical standpoint on this. Even though if the market rallies back next week, you could see some nice snapback rallies in here. But now everybody who's bought all in here with buy the dip, even the last dip to 700 is underwater. You're getting people underwater even from back in June, July 21, March of 21. So this was a pretty bad technical, just from a pure technical standpoint, a bad decline for Tesla. And now all that double, by the way, I talked about it this morning, that potential double is off the table. So there's no strong reversal. I put in the thing earlier today that the next harmonic level was down here for me at the 636. And that's pretty much where we held this little double pattern. And then just rallying up with the rest of the market. We'll update the levels for Sunday. It is overdone, though. So you see all the support base at 700 is now resistance. And even above that, major resistance, even on the daily, even if it can get above that, is around 750. So keep that in mind for Tesla positions. Not looking like the best of things. And it did test the bottom of this channel. So would not be surprised to see the rally back before we retest it to the downside. But it is really the bottom. It might be a bottom. It is not the bottom. Even if we get a 20% rally, this is not the bottom. Nothing that I have says it's the bottom. Today felt like the NASDAQ was boxing Ivan Drago, and I spent the day screaming, throw in the towel. Thank you, George. Thank you for that. Wave 3 of 3 in play. And we could easily get a really nice rally. Never miss a trade that leads to FOMO. Waka Waka. You're going to miss trades in your life, Waka Waka. It's just part of it. What if you had to have a bathroom break and you missed a trade? That's is that Sagalicious or Sagelicious? Sagalicious advice on missing a trade. Again, if you focus on missing trades, there's always another trade, and you're not going to catch every trade. You know, you could eat lunch and have someone that disagree with you, and you could miss a trade. You could. It's happened. Sashi, thank you very much for the super chat and another wonderful member supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. Always the same opportunity going down and up. There's opportunities both directions. Mike today was telling on Tesla. What was it telling you, Amit? Great call, did not take the 39.50, then great trade and multiple trades were good on Tesla. Well, I'm glad they were good. Again, you have to trade. I'm just showing you stuff that I use and make it your own. Work it into your systems. Let's see. Today was short sell restricted today. SSR, and it fell like 10% at the low. Yeah. Well, on which broker? Because it wasn't short sell restricted on all brokers. Which broker? Nowhere near capitulation, more to come. Yeah, we completely agree. Mike White, might as well use the term soft bottom. No, this is more of a potentially firmer bottom. A firmer bottom. Now look good. This one will get spam. Whatever, fraud, whatever. Get off of it. You know, you can't even get answers out of these friggin' people. As soft as a baby bottom that needs to be spanked. Now look, it's going to be demonetized. Everything. You know, we're okay with switching platforms on your call. Whenever you need us to switch, let us know. We will follow. Well, thank you very much, Wavy, and I will let you know. Until then, let's get this in wider circulation. I'm going to make the call. Everyone, please, who's watching this, at least leave a comment. At least say hi. You could do it this weekend even. I don't care. You should do Twitter Live. I am streaming on Twitter Live. It's streaming on Facebook. It's streaming on Twitter. It's streaming on 2 YouTube channels. And it's streaming on ShareVision. That way, you know, and still the video's up on ShareVision. I didn't even check Facebook. So, buy the dip. Mike, sometimes you make me laugh a bit too much. Pumping on good information and dumping on YouTube. You guys are great. Well, what a margin. What's a margin call? I literally, what's a margin call? If you actually ask that question, you close your account. Quickly close your account. We're okay for private channel. I appreciate all the support. We got that. Hey, wow. Lauren, thank you so much for the super chat. You know, this helps. This helps. We're going to keep this going. No. And even if I have to do something else, we'll figure out a way to do it because we got too good a community here. We got too many great people. You are very welcome, Lauren. Again, Lauren with the super chat, thank you. I got to go back through the people giving super chats. Sashi with the super chat, thank you so much. Amit with the super chat. I know Kalani Hawaii, I don't think he's here during this one, but he gave a super chat at lunch during the midday update. Thank you again, Kalani. And it's not required, but I really do appreciate it because it does go into cover expenses for this. Where do we sit now? You guys are wonderful. Again, Rams of Fall. Applause to the super chat donors. Big applause. Big round of weekend applause where I hope you had some fantastic trades and many more to come. Yes, thank you, Lauren. Algos traded that snap like cops fighting over the last donut. Oh, boy. Are you guys? I'm not going to read something. You know what? There. Kalani isn't here. You definitely make me a better trader. Thank you, man, and thank you for the chat at lunch. You again, great. Thank you. By the way, Lauren Hazy from our Discord. Okay, you guys can figure that one out. Where do we sit now? You found the stat I was looking for. S&P falls 7th week and longest losing streak since 2001. And that's the only time I could find something close to it. And the Dow was 8 from 1923. So Elon tweeted, Tesla is building a hardcore litigation department where we can directly initiate and execute lawsuits. The team will report to... Tesla's already involved in so many lawsuits. What are you talking about? They already have a ton of them. He's going unhinged. Sugar Shush is the pronoun. Okay, I did not know that. Thank you for everyone who's supporting this. We have one of the most honest and open community here, and that's what we're trying to foster. That's what exactly. Sorry, I'm sweating in my office. I have the windows closed, so not to put traffic noise, and it's a little hot and humid here before it drops again. So I was sweating there. No, yeah, it depends on your broker. And different brokers can restrict things. That's why I have multiple accounts. That's why I'm with multiple brokers, because some things can be restricted, some things can't. Now, I'm not advising it depends on the size and what you're doing, but if it's within your purview, it's also good in case you do have a brokerage issue. I'm going to give you another little tip. So it's not just related to the SSR, which is short sale restricted again. For anybody who's not familiar with what we're talking about, short sale restricted means you cannot short something on that brokerage platform. And why also is it important, I think, to have multiple accounts? Because let's say something happens to a brokerage account. They go offline for some reason. They have a denial of service attack. They have an internal issue, and you have to do something, and that position's in your account, and you cannot get to it. You can't get them on the phone right away. You can't do something. You can always hedge off in another account. All right? So you can always go to that other account. Let's say you were long something and it hit a target and you're like, I got to get out. The market's starting to tank or something. You could then go potentially get in a short in your other account to roughly offset. And then once you can close out the long, you can close out the short, and vice versa. You're short something, you can offset it in another account. That's why I suggest longer term. For more active and bigger traders, they do have multiple accounts that they can put stuff on. And I'm not saying to violate any, there's channels that talk about to avoid pattern day trader rules because you don't have the required funds in your accounts. You want to open accounts. No, I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just talking for people who can and have bigger accounts and have the ability to open multiple accounts. It's a good thing. Just like I have multiple internet accounts. The other day in the middle of trading, my Comcast went out and I had to switch over to my T-Mobile 5G one in the middle of the day because Comcast went out. And I, can't have one go out, so I had to make a flip over. And then if that goes out, I still have a third backup option that's slightly slower. So I have multiple ways to do things. So you got to consider that in your trading plan. Just let us know what you want the comments in stream or after the fact. After the fact. Come back and leave comments after the fact. Those comments in the stream are fine, but I need comments after the fact. So once the video's processing and everything else, for the people who view it later, that's what gets it in the algos more. So maybe that's misunderstood when I say leave comments. People leave it in the stream and then they're like, I'll have to comment. But I really need it to hit the algos so this gets out more and more, and we are getting new people. Actually, we're getting new people. Sterling's been doing more stuff on Twitter for us, and I appreciate that. We're getting more and new subscribers to this channel. And we're not trying to be right on every call. We're trying to give proper trading advice and education and an environment where people can have honest discussions without pump and dump schemes, without crypto scams, without, oh, just buy every dip until these people blow up and then they're like, well, I didn't tell you to do that. Well, places where we can have proper talks about risk management. And proper talks like why might you want more than one brokerage account? Why might you want more than one futures account? Things happen. Thank you, Lauren. Elon going overboard, like you said, the last 2 runs before the ship sinks. He's in major trouble, and hope Tesla will find a way out. It would actually be better if he wasn't with Tesla anymore and they could get some of this accounting out of the way, and Tesla would take a big smack, but it would probably then be able to turn into a longer term, more stable company. And I'm not talking about a stock price. I'm talking about from a corporate perspective. Because a stock price, as people well know, can become completely unhinged from reality. All right? Not picking on Tesla. Don't need to. I'll pick on AMC. Completely unhinged from reality. Even this, completely unhinged from reality. All right? We don't need to pick on any one stock. I'll pick on a lot of them. This, completely unhinged from reality. Up here. So you can have stocks completely unhinged from reality that aren't going anywhere, but don't, they have to have more sensible valuations. Oh, we're all over this bottom. It's squishy bottom, it's soft bottom, it's baby bottom. It's, what else do we have? We haven't had big bottom from Queen. Wavy Elon gone mad with people thinking he can't go wrong, but he'll take Tesla with him. He's after everyone totally lost the plot. All he has to do is be quiet. He should be quiet. He had a great thing going. But his ego's got to get in the way, and it's all about him at the end of the day, and that's what people miss. It's not even about the company, it's about him. Which is why I said, if he wasn't in charge of the company will take a hit, but somebody could, somebody with a proper background could be brought on to manage it long term, which would be better for the company. And I'm not saying that, I'm not a Tesla fanboy at all, and I'm sure everybody knows that. Actually wouldn't even buy one of their cars because of the what I believe the poor quality build quality is. But they have done a lot for EVs, and I have owned an EV in the past, just not a Tesla. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll see everybody on Sunday. Let's see. I think everybody. So is this the bottom? Waka Waka says for now. So you putting a second mortgage on your cardboard box, Waka Waka? Contribute to the comment section once each vid is posted following live stream. Yes, that's what I need. Bingo, got it. Thanks. We'll leave comments as soon as the stream is done. I'm with Waka Waka. Bottom is in. Well, now we got Waka Waka and Wavy. We got the W squared. Bottom's got to be in. Even us bears can agree on that. I'm waiting the QQQ gap fill at 275. I don't think you're going to get that before a bounce. This was a pretty big bottoming move, and you got an aggressive buy above today's high in the QQQ. And by the way, on the Qs, the double still is in play. Fat bottom girl is queen. Big bottom is spinal tap. Get it together, kids. Well, thank you, W Browser, for clarifying that for everyone. Thank you very much. You can see the recession in the price action. If there's a depression, the market will crash like a kamikaze. Well, we'll see. After Q2 earnings in a few weeks are going to be very, very interesting. But we could get where there's going to be a lot of price action that transpires before then. And Waka Waka has 10 mortgages on my cardboard box, 10 to 1. We'll get into put it into a 4-for-1 day trader account, and then you can get, 40 to 1 leverage? And go for it, Waka Waka. You could be back in your mansion in no time. You are welcome, Amit. With that, I am going to wrap it up. I got to take it easy. Let's see, that V bottom on the 4-hour double also hit near major bottom trend, so build up in a dump, possible 7 days. Well, we will hold you to that 7 days, Waka Waka. Don't deviate at all. Spinal Tap, I'm sick of the limos, the penthouses, the groupies. I'm sick of it all. I want out. Hey, Nigel. Go and whine. Forget about YouTube and the broken algo. We will get to 5K subs in no time. Thank you very much. Again, everybody have a fantastic weekend. A big thanks from this fraudulent channel. And I will talk to everybody. I will be back Sunday afternoon. I will be recording. Maybe tomorrow I'll be doing the weekly sector overview. So just, again, ring that bell so you know when that goes live. And also on that, please leave some comments when that goes up, since it's pre-recorded, just to maybe that'll jump out at some people, because we're going to get some probable significant reversal patterns. Oh, now we're in deep bottom. What about deep state bottom? Could we be in that? That's the mission. Very good. All right. Thank you, Waka Waka. Thanks you, Ramsafal. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Wavy. Thank you, Kalani. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Coco Over. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lauren. I got to go through. Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boo. Thank you, Raj. Big shout out to everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you, Sashi. Thank you, Ken. All right. With that, going to wrap it up. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye for